Hey guys, I'm Australia Guy in China, and today I'm here at the K11 building in Shenyang. Now the reason I'm here is, well, I thought, what more Australian thing could I do than go to China and look at toilets? Now this is actually no joking matter. I've experienced some pretty bad and pretty strange toilet experiences here in Asia. For example, I've seen things from weird ways to dispose of toilet paper and the kind of weird squat toilets, one in particular where there was no walls and one toilet roll to share between multiple toilets. But one time when I went to the K11 building, I found one of the nicest toilets I had ever seen in my life. Only problem is, I don't remember where it was and I was a little bit intoxicated at the time, so I hope it actually does exist. So let's go see if we can find it. And so I began my toilet adventure. Little did I know the journey that was ahead of me as I eagerly ventured into my first restroom. It's not it. And shortly after came number 2. This is also unfortunately not it. I suddenly began to realize how long this adventure may take, as there seemed to be a toilet around every corner. No. No, sir. No, not yet. Still no toilet. I know it exists though. It's somewhere, and I will find it. I will find it. I decided to use the information guide in the mall. It turns out that there is somewhere around 20 to 30 toilets in this one mall, and it's split over 3 levels. So I decided to just keep to one side and make my way up each level. Unfortunately, again, another dud. How many toilets must I search to find the one? It'll be worth it though. It'll be worth it. Because it was a very nice toilet. At least I think it was. Yeah, it was a very nice toilet. Sometimes you'd start to walk down a corridor just to be met with a labyrinth of confusing passageways. So it was lucky I didn't actually need to use the toilet, because that would have been torture. I decided to check upper floors because there was less to check up there. It's so mysterious. Well, I had no luck upstairs, so at least I could tick those off, but I had no idea where this toilet was hiding. I looked high. I looked low. I looked anywhere I could go. I felt like I was in a Dr. Seuss book. But there was a toilet out there, somewhere, calling my name, drawing me towards it. And right when I was ready to give up, I noticed it. Like the gates of heaven opening up, a splash of colour and art greeted me as I entered the magical place. It was covered in portraits and creative pieces of art. It had a comfortable waiting area for those left waiting with the shopping. I was over the moon that I had found it. This was the end of the journey, my holy grail. From the moment you enter, you are greeted with art and luscious plants. The walls decorated to look almost like an old wine cellar. The sinks were all neatly spaced out with bins, giving no chance for awkward vanity mishaps. Not to mention, they included a shorter vanity too, for children or people of varying heights. Each of the urinals came with shelves to place objects in hand, such as your beverage or bags. And they had small TV screens showing various things happening in the mall. Now I come to the cubicle. Firstly, I want to point out that when it's occupied, the light above turns on, which is much better than the old red-green occupied knobs. Secondly, you notice the space. It's much larger than your usual cubicle, and it comes with its own automatic vanity, letting the more shy user have a bit more privacy to attend to their appearance without onlookers watching. Not to mention, the vanity was not the only automatic thing here. An automatic flush and automatic wave bins were included too. So how nice is this? You've got a really nicely laid area, you've got lights, you've got your own vanity. It's such a luxurious toilet. I really am happy that I found it, and I do recommend that if you are in the K11 building, going and checking it out, because these toilets do exist, you just have to find them. So, in summary, some of the luxuries included automatic taps, flushing system and bin, plenty of space to hang your bag or coat, your own private vanity inside of the cubicle, occupied lighting indicators, TV screens at the urinals, and although he didn't want to appear on film, there was also a serviceman there that greets you, wishes you a nice day, and handed towels for drying your hands. And all this just for one public bathroom that anybody can access. On my toilet trip, I visited 16 toilets, including the magical one. I spent 2 hours wandering around the mall while workers watched me go in and out of toilets. And 30 minutes of this was spent navigating the maze of hallways and the signposts pointing towards the toilets. And that leaves one thing left to do, or should I say, number 2. Now get out of here, because I'm going to use the toilet and I need to go. I'm the Stray Guy in China, and I don't have a clever sign-off.